Hey guys, welcome back to Your Mindset, Your Power. I want to start today with a simple question. What does happiness mean to you? Is it that dream job? A certain amount of money in your bank account? Finally feeling good in your body? We live in a world that's constantly selling us the idea that happiness is something we achieve. Yeah, something we earn once we have fixed everything in our lives. But here's the reality. Happiness is not something we chase. No, it's something you built from the inside out. And maybe, just maybe, we have been getting it all wrong. So in this episode, we are unpacking what real happiness actually looks like, why it feels so hard to hold on to, and how to start creating it right here, right now. And I like to divide it in parts, so let's go. Part number 1. The happiness trap. Most of us are chasing happiness like it's some kind of finish line. I'll be happy when I lose weight. I'll be happy when I get that promotion. I'll be happy when I'm in a relationship or when I finally leave one. I'll be happy when I'm rich. But here's the problem. The moment we reach that goal, often we are already on to the next. We are never satisfied because that bar moves. The finish line changes. There's actually a term for this. It's called the hedonic treadmill. Also called hedonic adaptation. It means that no matter how much we achieve or acquire, we tend to return to that same baseline of happiness. That new car? Feel amazing for a few weeks. And then it's just another car. That new house? So exciting. But that spike of excitement eventually diminishes as we adapt to the new environment. It's like trying to satisfy your thirst with salt water. We keep drinking, but you stay thirsty. We are constantly looking for more, never satisfied. Hey, and there is nothing wrong with feel that temporary happiness. No, the point I want to make here is that when happiness is conditional on external events and circumstances, it doesn't necessarily last because true lasting happiness is not conditional. No, it's deeper than that. It comes within. And that is exactly what we'll be talking about through this episode. And listen, I want to start with a really good example because do you know who teaches you about real unconditional happiness? Dogs. Yes. And if you're a dog lover like me, I think you will feel this one for sure. You walk out of your house for a few minutes, and when you come back in, what happens? Your dog loses their mind with joy, right? The tail will start wagging, full body wiggle, that sparkle in their eyes like you're the best thing that ever happened just because you walk back through the door. That is unconditional love, yes, but it's also unconditional happiness. Not even my husband greeted me with that kind of happiness and enthusiasm. Babe, I know the love is there. It's just a little joke. But here, going back to the dogs, the reality is that dogs don't need any special circumstances to show their true happiness. They don't need the perfect house or the perfect life. They're just happy, grateful, because you're there, because they're just present, because joy doesn't need conditions, my friend. We certainly can learn a lot from that kind of presence and gratitude. Let's go to part number 2, the beauty of simple things. Let me ask you something. I would like you to close your eyes for a moment and imagine, what does happiness look like for you? Close your eyes. Picture it. What are you doing? Who are you with? How do you feel in your body, in your heart? Now open your eyes. You see? Real happiness doesn't always come with fireworks, my friend. It often shows up as a whisper. Yeah. And speaking of simplicity, when was the last time you went for a walk and really noticed life? I mean, no podcast, no to-do list, no checking your phone. Just being. Listening to the birds sing. feeling the breeze on your face, watching the sun just shining. That's not nothing, that's everything. Because happiness doesn't just live in the big wins, my friend. It often hides in the ordinary. It's not in the highlight reel. No, it's in the now, in what matters. Let's go to part number 3. What real happiness is made of. So many of us are wired to focus on what we lack, what we're missing, what we haven't achieved yet. But what if instead we focus on what's already here? What we already have? Because here's the truth, my friends. The happiest people don't have the best of everything. They just make the best of everything they have. Let that sink in for a moment. And let me say it again. The happiest people don't have the best of everything. They just make the best of everything they have. I want to share an analogy I read a while ago and really stuck with me forever, which will give you a different perspective. A child living on a farm watches a plane fly overhead every day. He looks up and dreams of flying, of traveling, of seeing the world. Meanwhile, a passenger sitting on that very same plane looks down at the farm below and dreams of the quiet, the peace, the simplicity of a life away from the noise. That's life. That's life, my friend. We spend so much time wishing we had someone else's life that we forget to love and be happy with our own. Happiness, it is about how you see what you have. The child dreams of flying, imagine freedom and excitement, and the passenger dreams of stillness and simplicity, craving the very life the child is living. It reminds us that longing is universal, is natural, but often misplaced. We tend to romanticize what we don't have and overlook the beauty in our own lives. So what we can learn from this story? First, that gratitude changes everything. When you pause to appreciate your own view, your life, your journey, you realize that happiness isn't out there somewhere. It's here. It's now. It's in your present moment. We also learn that comparison steals joy. You might be someone else's dream and they might be yours, but both are incomplete without perspective. And also, true happiness doesn't come from chasing more. It comes from seeing differently, not necessarily having differently. So next time you find yourself wishing for another life, look around, my friend. Maybe the peace you're seeking isn't up in the sky. It's already beneath your feet, simply waiting for you to notice. You don't need a new life. You just need new lens. And listen, the reality is that tough moments are always present in our lives. We all have struggles, right? But just because you're going through a hard time doesn't mean you have lost the capacity for joy. Your circumstances may be tough, but your joy, the kind that comes from within, is not gone. It may feel dim or quiet for a moment, but still there, waiting, enduring, anchored, waiting for the storm to pass. And it's not only available when life feels perfect. No, everything you need to be happy, it's already inside you, inside of you. Even when you're struggling, even when life feels heavy. Let's go to part number 4. Helping others changes everything and brings endless joy. Let me tell you something that has completely transformed my life. Serving others. There's something incredibly powerful that happens when you step outside of your own bubble and choose to make someone else's life a little brighter. Whether it's something big like mentoring someone or volunteering your time, or something small like holding the door open for a stranger, offering your seat on the bus, or smiling at someone who looks like they're just having a rough day. It all matters. And here's the thing. It's not just about them. It's about you too. Yes, my friend, because helping someone else doesn't just improve their day. It fills your day with joy. It fills you up with purpose, connection, meaning, and real happiness. Let me tell you a personal story. I can tell you firsthand, my friend, becoming a mindset coach has brought me more happiness than ever imagined. Not because it's always easy, not because it's perfect, but because it's meaningful. Knowing that my voice, my story, this podcast, a simple post or a message can make one person feel heard, supported, inspired. That's everything. If just one person listens and feels like they're not alone, if one person decides to believe in themselves again, then it's all worth it. Yeah, and the reality is, every time I help someone else, I grow too. That's the magic of service. When you help others rise, you rise with them. And let me tell you, think of a kindness and service like dropping a pebble in still water. The ripple starts small, but it spreads far beyond what you can see. One kind word, one gesture, one moment of being present for someone, it may seem small, but it echoes. And sometimes the person you help the most is actually you, yourself. You don't have to start a foundation or donate millions of dollars. Offer your seat to someone who needs it. Make that call you have been meaning to make. Check in on a friend. Smile at a stranger who looks overwhelmed. Listen. Really listen without rushing to respond. Serving others isn't about status, my friend. It's about heart. And when you live with that kind of intention, something shifts inside you. For sure. Your life starts to feel bigger, fuller, more rooted in what truly matters. And the wild part, you ended up becoming the happiest version of yourself. Not because you took more, but because you gave more. Let's go to part number 5. Let's continue with more reflection and gratitude. Yes, my friend, more about gratitude. Because let's be real. Have you ever felt unsatisfied with your life? What someone else's out there is dreaming of the very life you're complaining about? That's humbling, right? You're stressed about your job? Someone else is praying for one. You're annoyed with your home? Someone else is praying for shelter. You're frustrated with your body? And someone else is praying for your healthy body. This is not about guilt. It's about perspective. Because when you shift your lens, even just a little, you create a space for something powerful. Gratitude, my friend. Gratitude. And gratitude is not just a nice idea. It's a practice. It's a mindset shift. And it's the doorway to lasting joy. It brings you back to the present. It reminds you that this moment, right now, is still full of good, even if life isn't perfect. When you start noticing what's already working, what you already have, what's already beautiful in your life, you stop chasing happiness and you start creating it. Yes. And listen, then part number 6, I want to go over some tools and daily habits to build that real happiness. Because by now, you know happiness is not waiting for you on the other side of perfection, right? It's something you build, not all at once, but little by little, through intention, awareness, and daily habits that shift your energy and perspective. So here are some of the habits that help you build true, lasting happiness, the kind that holds steady even when life gets messy. First, start with gratitude. Start your day with gratitude. Every single day, before you scroll, before the to-do list, just 30 seconds. That's all it takes. and ask yourself, what am I grateful for right now? Say thank you for your health, your breath, your people, your lessons. It doesn't have to be deep, just genuine from the heart. This practice alone rewires your brain to look for what's working, not what's not working or what is wrong. No. Second, the 3 questions journal. Each night, write down what went well today. What am I grateful for? What gave me meaning or connection today? These 3 questions train your brain to notice joy and meaning and growth, even in the hard days. 3, move your body with love, not punishment. This isn't about fitting into a size, but it's about energy, my friend. Your body was designed to move. When you move it with love, you walk, you dance, you stretch, you go to the gym, you boost dopamine and shift your state. You don't only feel more relaxed and energized, but you also feel happier. Even 10 minutes can change your mood. So let's do it. Let's go. 4, be present on purpose. Put your phone down, make eye contact, eat without rushing, take in the moment instead of speeding through it. Life isn't happening in your notifications. No, it's happening right now, right here. 5, help someone without expecting anything back. Just simply call a friend, check on your neighbor, offer a compliment, open the door, give someone your seat, share a kind word, smile. Tiny acts of service expand your heart. For real. And remind you, you matter, my friend. And 6, protect your peace. Set boundaries. Say no without feeling guilty. Take breaks. You're not selfish for honoring your limits. You're wise. Practicing self-care allows you to show up as your best self. And you're going to show up happier. Peace isn't passive. It's powerful. Guard it with your life. And listen, anchor into your values. This is the last one. Ask yourself often, what really matters to me? Life from, and live from that place. Because happiness doesn't come from chasing someone else's ideas of success. It comes from living in alignment with your truth, with what is really meaningful to you. All right, let's do a quick recap. Let's bring it all together. So here's what we uncovered together. Happiness isn't out there. It's not conditional. It doesn't come from more money, a perfect body, or a highlight reel. The happiest people don't have the best of everything. They make the best of what they do have. Joy lives in gratitude, service, presence, and purpose. And you don't have to wait for it. You can build it today. And here's what I want you to leave you with, my friend. Happiness isn't a destination. It's a daily practice. Happiness is an inside job. It's not something you earn. It's not something someone gives you. And it's definitely not something you find when life finally becomes perfect. It's something you built. It's the way you speak to yourself. It's the way you slow down and notice what's already good. It's in the love you give, the gratitude you feel, the presence you practice. Happiness isn't waiting for the perfect job, relationship, or bank account. It's in your dog's eyes. It's in that first sip of coffee in the mornings. It's in the laughter of someone you love. The breath you just took. Let's stop chasing happiness like it's hiding from us. Let's start building it. One breath, one habit, one mindset at a time. What a beautiful conversation we had today, my dear friends. I bet you feel happier now. I definitely do. Thank you for spending time with me today. You being here makes me happy. And as always, if this episode touched something in you, please share it with someone you love. And save this episode so you don't miss any of the other ones coming every week. And remember, the joy you're looking for, it's already within you, my friend. Reach for it. I believe in you. I appreciate you. And I'm so proud of you. And remember, you got this. I'll see you next week. Have an awesome week.